Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you all tuning in this morning. It is a gorgeous Tuesday morning here on May 8th in Rainbow Valley here in Flora, Illinois. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. It's Channel 3 in Salem, Channel 100 or Channel 25 here in Flora or Louisville or Jeff or Sisney or wherever you're watching, and also on YouTube on the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel. Good day today. I've got the Clay County Hospital ladies with me, Jen Henson along with Mindy Laslie, and we are going to talk about all kinds of things, pre-diabetes stuff as well as other things. We're going to make you a healthier person today. What is going on around the area? Speaking of being a healthy person, Be the Match Bone Marrow Registry event will be held today at the First Baptist Church in Fairfield. That's going to be at 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock today. Only takes about 15 minutes and a cheek swab, to join the registry. Matching process is based on your race and your DNA. The event is being held in honor of Lucas Farmer. He's the son of Roger and Virginia Farmer of Fairfield. So if you're interested, you need to become a bone marrow donor possibly, and you can always help somebody out. Also today, the Team of Mercy meeting. That'll be at the New Beginnings Church in Newton. Starts at 6 o'clock tonight. That's a support group for those who have lost loved ones in the past due to suicide. So that's Team of Mercy meeting, again, at the New Beginnings Church in Newton tonight. And again, that's at 6 o'clock. Also tonight, the senior coffee, actually this morning, senior coffee at McDonald's, the community coffee time. And that's from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. So if you're seeing this right now, you better get down there in a hurry. The senior coffee at the Flora McDonald's, the Flora Rehabilitation is buying the coffee for you today. So go ahead and see what you can do there. How about over in Salem tonight? A lot of fun at the Salem Community Center. Country and Western dance tonight. That'll be a good time. Starts at 7 o'clock. Going to go till about 10 p.m. this evening. That's at 416 West Oglesby in Salem at the Community Activity Center. They always have a lot of fun stuff there. That's where they had the big home show last month or month before last. So, yeah, you might check that. They'll have a potluck at 8:30 as well as 50-50 drawing at 8:45. The band Woody and the Nighthawks is playing tonight at the Salem Community Center Country and Western Dance. Big time, big time. What's on television tonight here on Wabash Catch TV, on Wabash Television, for those of you who are cable subscribers? How about The Flash? That'll be on the CW, and it'll start around 8 o'clock tonight. Also tonight, ABC has Roseanne. That's been very popular. Don't forget to set your TiVos, your VCR. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. Also, the 100 on the CW, that'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. New Girl has 2 shows tonight for those of you folks who enjoy New Girl. If you have your overdose of sweetness from Zoe Deschanel. Zoe is a very sweet person, isn't she, Mindy?
She's great.
Do you watch that show?
No.
I wondered. I didn't know if you did or not. That's cool. That's fine. That's all right. Also, tonight, Legion will be on FX. That's at 9 o'clock. And also tonight, it's the Lethal Weapon season finale. And as much trouble as they have had with Lethal Weapon over the past, filming it, occasionally during their filming, some of the folks don't like each other, and they get in the occasional scrap. And this may be the series finale because they can't get along too well. So if you're a fan of Lethal Weapon, you might watch that tonight at 8 or 7 o'clock. Might be the last time you get to watch it. Who knows? In the NBA tonight, Doubleheader on TNT. This is game 4 in both these series, and both these teams have a chance to close it out at home. It's the Utah Jazz at the Houston Rockets. That's going to start at 7 o'clock tonight. Rockets lead that series 3-1, and that'll be followed by the New Orleans Pelicans at Golden State. Golden State leads that 3-1, and both those Western Conference teams have been outstanding, and they've been kind of on a juggernaut to face each other. Over the past several months, folks have thought Houston was going to face the Golden State Warriors. So if you're looking for basketball, that's a lot of fun tonight. How about baseball? Plenty of baseball for you this afternoon. I've got about 9 hours of it if you're interested. Let's start this afternoon at 12:15. It is Minnesota at St. Louis. Of course, the Twins shut out the Cardinals last night, 6-0. But the Cardinals, I really have a feeling that they just were taking a night off because you want to know what I really think it was, Jen? You might be able to help me here with the occasional folks get a little queasy about the occasional doctor thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I think after yesterday's game, everybody found out about Yadier Molina's surgery. Yes. And I think it made them all kind of feel a little queasy. It took a night off. Does that make any sense at all?
It does, but I'm a Cubs fan.
See, okay. We won't talk about that anymore. She doesn't like talking about this weekend's game. So I'm probably happy to see the Cubs, or that the Cubs won last night by a bunch. Cubs will be on tonight, and that'll be on NBC Chicago. That's channel 643 on the fiber. Miami again at the Cubs. Cubs just walked all over them last night. It'll be Jose Urena on the mound for Miami. Jen Ho-Sang taking the mound for the Chicago Cubs, and you got to figure the Cubs will beat Miami again. Miami's basically a AAA team at this point. The NHL is done until Thursday night when Winnipeg will take on Nashville in a Game 7. And one other game today, I said I was promising you 9 hours of baseball. North Clay is playing this afternoon, and that will be on Channel 100 and on Wabash. I believe on Salem also on Channel 3. So you might check that out. Josh and Roy will have that for you from up at Louisville as North Clay back in action. I believe that game around 4 o'clock. So plenty of stuff for you to watch and do today. And we'll be back with a lot more Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, joined here again with ladies from the Clay County Hospital. When we return, you are watching us on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be right back after these words.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare. At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust. Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is, be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
All right. All right. Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. I'm joined here by a couple of ladies from the Clay County Hospital. They are care coordinators over there on that far end. Jen Henson. Welcome to the show, Jen. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks very much for coming. You've been there for how many years at the Clay County Hospital?
Just a little over 6 years.
6 years. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family and that kind of stuff before we get going.
I'm married, like I said before, to you.
Like you said that your husband is a Cardinal fan.
Yes.
And you are a Cub fan.
Yes.
How's that go?
It keeps the spark going.
What's your husband's name?
Doug.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Children?
I have 4 children and 3 stepchildren.
What are their names?
So, Miles, Andrew, Max and Mallory, they're twins.
Oh, really?
17.
Nice.
Yeah, they go to Flora High School.
They about to graduate, or they going to be seniors?
They'll be seniors.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
And then Ryan, Seth, and Raylan.
You told me you have grandchildren.
2, yes.
2 grandchildren. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. It's unbelievable that she can have grandchildren at being age 30 years old.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I appreciate that.
And please welcome also Mindy Laslie. How you doing, Mindy?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thanks very much for coming on the show. Tell me about yourself.
Thank you. I have a significant other, Carrie Fehrenbacher,
Okay.
and I have 4 children, Whitney Blocker, Bruce Laslie, Patty Laslie, Kayla Wells,
Okay.
and I have 7 grandchildren.
You know, this wasn't a quiz.
I passed.
Well, how long you been at Clay County Hospital?
A little over 3 years.
Okay, wonderful. So today what we're going to talk about are some of the things the care coordinators do, as well as talk about, I guess, the warning signs of what folks ought to kind of keep in mind about prediabetes, right?
Right.
Tell me so you're both care coordinators.
Yes.
Tell me what a care coordinator does.
We work with the providers and we work with the patients one-on-one if they have extra needs. If you have issues with scheduling appointments or transportation or needing follow-ups,
Okay.
we follow the patients when they're in the hospital at Clay County or at Good Sam in Mount Vernon. And
Okay, so you're coordinating also with Mount Vernon Good Samaritan.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
So if you was in the hospital, then I would make sure that your provider knew about it, had all of the records transferred so that when you came for your hospital follow-up, he would have those and know exactly what went on.
So you're the person who basically, if I'm in the hospital in Mount Vernon, but I doctor in Flora or something, you're the one to make sure everybody understands what's going on.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
And also, do you deal with the pharmacy aspect of it too, and the make sure my prescriptions are in line?
Yes. Yeah, we ask, we go through your medicines. Do you understand why you're taking the medicine? Did you get your prescriptions when filled after you left the hospital? Those type of things. And
Is it mainly, are you mainly working with Medicare folks, or are you working with all patients?
All patients.
All patients. Wow, really?
we started with the Medicare population when this program first started. It's called Chronic Care Management, and it was a Medicare-based program.
I see.
And since then, we've evolved it and to encompass just all patients.
I gotta know. I wonder if the need is clearly there, or you wouldn't be there. Were you surprised at the need? The people might become confused on their own health care, or because I guess as folks get older, they have more and more things potentially go wrong, and they need a little help, right?
Yeah, I don't know how surprised we were, just because we've both been in nursing for a long time.
Right.
But I guess just it's so interesting to talk with the person after they get out of the hospital, and sometimes we take for granted that they understand why they're taking a certain medication.
And they don't know a lot of times.
Right. They know it may be a little white pill.
Right.
But what pill is that, and why are you taking it, and why is it important to take it at this time of day rather than, those
Are you
type of
folks
things.
also able to be kind of for using a sports term, are you kind of the goalie in that if you see maybe a conflict between potential medications that one specialist may not realize that another specialist has prescribed to somebody? Is there some of that
That's
involved?
actually why it's really important to have a care coordinator, because if you have a specialist and you go to that specialist,
Right.
and we will look through your chart, making sure that you've, number one, kept that appointment and you've gone to see that specialist.
Yeah, we'll talk about hypothetical guy.
Yes.
We'll have hypothetical guy.
Yes.
Okay. We'll call hypothetical guy BD. All right.
Okay.
We'll just call hypothetical.
Okay.
He's got a specialist maybe he's had fallen arches or something, and has a foot doctor and has the occasional prescription with that. The other doctors that hypothetical guy BD works with may not realize that he's taking this, and you guys try to help make sure everybody's up to speed, right?
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do people not realize? I guess whenever you're filling out, do they not fill them out fully occasionally, because you're supposed to write those histories and stuff. And whenever you go to the doctor, they have you try to write down your history and write down all your pills. I guess at some certain level, when you start taking 5, 6, 7, 8 pills a day, it becomes a little bit more tricky, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming. And, if you've ever been sitting in the doctor, or if BD has ever been sitting.
Hypothetical guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, BD, hypothetical guy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Your doctor comes in and you've got this particular thing on your mind, but then
Right.
whenever you leave, you remember.
Everything he was going to say.
Right. And so you're like, oh, I forgot he prescribed this for me last time. So that's kind of what we do. We kind of help put those pieces all together.
How do you guys make contact with the do you contact the patients after they have made their visits, before their visits, or how does that work?
Before the visits.
Really?
So if hypothetical BD was in the hospital.
Yeah, that's where you learn about when he's in the hospital. That's
Yes.
when okay.
Right.
So if he was discharged, then we would call you. We try to call you within 2 days. And we ask you, do you have your follow-up appointment? Did you understand all of your discharge instructions? Is there anything that you're having issues with?
I got to tell you, if within 2 days is probably kind of important to talk to for you guys to get set up with people, isn't it? Because after that, I'm guessing that patients want to put hospital visits as far behind them as they can, right?
Right.
Oh my goodness! So, how many folks do you think you deal with a day, or a year, or a month, or something like that? What's typical? How big are your files? Let's see. I guess that's the question. You must have a ton of folks you're dealing with.
We do.
We have a
and
lot.
we kind of try to split it up between providers so that way, like it's a little easier for us to keep a handle on if we know that, okay, so Mindy's provider has this many people in the hospital right now, and my provider has this many people,
Okay.
That type of thing. So
All right, so that leads to the next question. You have several different providers. Does Mindy deal with one particular set of providers and you deal with another particular set of providers?
Yes.
yes.
Is that typical?
Pretty much.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm trying to figure out how this all works here because pretty soon a hypothetical guy BD might end up needing some pre-diabetic stuff because I'm sure that once you check the boxes, and we're going to check boxes here in a little bit. Once we start checking boxes with BD for pre-diabetes, there might be a few involved there. I'm speaking with some care coordinators here from Clay County Hospital. Jen Henson down there, along with Mindy Laslie right here. We are going to return in just a few minutes. We're going to talk a lot more about what's going on. Try to maybe make folks aware of the potential hazards of diabetes and prediabetes, and we'll be doing all that when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Again, you're watching on Wabash Catch TV, channel 100 here in Florida, channel 25 here in Florida, depending on whether you have fiber or not. Also, channel 3 in Salem. And we'll be right back after these messages.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I had a slight technical issue, but it's all fixed right now. Thanks very much for joining us. Down there, please welcome from Clay County Hospital. She's a care coordinator. She's Jen Henson. And right here is Mindy Laslie, also a care coordinator at Clay County Hospital. And, you hear the occasional things on television as well as on radio about diabetes. So there's type 1, there's type 2, there's juvenile, there's all kinds of different types of diabetes that folks, it seems potentially possible that there's just too many things people are hearing about it, and they think, I don't need to even think about it because somehow it'll get fixed. But that's not right, is it?
That is not right. Right.
What is Clay County Hospital doing right now, or going to be doing very soon, to help solve that problem?
So we are getting ready to kick off it's called PT2, or Prevent Type 2 diabetes program. It's a group facilitated class, so we'll meet at a round table type thing, and it's very much group facilitated.
Bringing cookies and stuff?
Yes.
No? Dang it! I was hoping I could bring some Oreos. Or pardon me, I was hoping hypothetical guy.
Hypothetical.
Could bring in some Oreos and ice cream or something like that. That won't work.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So, but it's really about us giving you support and tools to set goals and.
Well, let's start with some definitions.
Okay.
For folks who don't know one from the other. What is type 1 diabetes versus type 2 diabetes versus juvenile diabetes? Or I'm certain there's all kinds of different things folks deal with. Give me type 1.
So type 1 is for the people that they are diabetic and they didn't create it. Their body actually has a malfunction. It doesn't produce the insulin and absorb it and use it the way that it should.
And those are a lot of the folks who you will occasionally see have the pumps, right?
Right.
Correct.
And they used to term that like juvenile diabetes. Basically, your pancreas is it's not working. It's not producing insulin.
Okay. And that's not what this new program is set up for, although you do have, some of your programs do deal with that, I'm sure.
Right. We do have a diabetes education program, and that's for a person who has type 1 or type 2 diabetes. And this particular program, the PT2, is for a person who does not have a diagnosis of type 1 or type 2, but it falls high risk for becoming a type 2 diabetes.
Okay. And who might come into that category? Who's going to be in high risk for this?
Well, in actuality, there are 84.1 million Americans right now with prediabetes.
Really?
Yes. So it's about 1 out of every 3.
6? 3? Oh, wow.
3.
Yeah.
So, so the risk for those are.
How do you know that, by the way? How do they figure that? How do they guess that? How do they get to that figure? Just based on, since not everybody's going to the doctor.
So if you look at our population, at who is high risk,
just the number of people, the number of people who are overweight, I guess.
Yeah. Well, 45 years of age or older, that puts you at high risk.
Okay.
Being overweight or obese, that puts you at a higher risk. Family history.
I'm sitting there checking. I'm sitting there checking these things off as you're going over. 1, 2, go ahead.
A family history of like a first degree family history. So parents, siblings.
3.
Okay.
No parents, but siblings.
High blood pressure.
4.
You are not going to get this one.
Now we're talking about hypothetical guy.
This is hypothetical guy. Okay, hypothetical guy will not have this one.
Okay.
Gestational diabetes.
No, that's a good one. Hypothetical guy missed out on gestation. Okay, so whenever you mentioned that earlier, gestational diabetes, I thought maybe if hypothetical guy or anybody's mother had gestational diabetes but has never had it since, does that flow through to the child?
It flows through for the mother, not necessarily the child. But if the mother had diabetes when she was pregnant, that's what they call the gestational diabetes. So that puts her at a higher risk for developing type 2 later on in life.
Wow. Okay. Right. So a hypothetical guy is 4 for 5. Let's keep going. Are there any more?
Overweight. That's
okay.
Yeah. So.
You know, the thing is, a lot of those a person can affect change. Morning, folks. Sorry about the technical issues, but this ought to be all set up now. And ladies, I apologize for the technical issues. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. That is Jen Henson over there, along with Mindy Laslie here. They are care coordination specialists at Clay County Hospital, and they do an outstanding job. Okay, this PT2 series begins, you say, May 15th.
Right.
Okay, what will this consist of? You say just meetings, or what else?
Go ahead.
So we actually have a full curriculum that the CDC has provided us with, and Jen and I went to Chicago and we got certified as lifestyle coaches through the CDC.
Lifestyle coach.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. How much school went into that? How many hours?
For their program, we was up in Chicago for 2 days.
2 days for that program. And then previous to that, Mindy, Wayna, and myself, we had went through a health coaching program through the National Society of Health Coaches, which was a pretty intensive.
It was 6 months.
Something like that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So you guys you'll be able to help hypothetical guy make himself, but that's the thing. Hypothetical guy, it all depends on what he or she wants to do, doesn't it?
Right, it does. I mean, some people, kind of what our job is to help you figure out what goals do you have, and then we kind of hone that down and help you set some smaller goals that are a little more attainable step by step, and that way you start seeing progress, because we all know that we want to
you have to have encouragement, don't you?
Yes. Right. And so that's why having the group class is there, because we are building relationships. So you're building relationships with the people in your class, and as well as with the facilitator. So Mindy or myself, and so we're not just like your cheerleader. We're more like your championer. We try to, we want you to succeed, and we want to give you the tools to help you succeed. But we're also going to make you keep track of things.
Oh, really?
So,
is that part of the problem, really, then, when it comes down to it? A lot of folks, they might keep track for the first week or the first month or something. You're basically professionally forcing these folks to keep track.
Exactly. Keeping track is one of the number one tools that we'll use, because if anything that goes in your mouth, if you're eating it or a beverage and you have to write it down, that you have to keep track of what you're.
So folks, when you say keep track of it, I was thinking you'll keep track of maybe your weight every morning, or you'll keep track of the amount of, say you go take about a half an hour walk or something like that. You write that down. You're talking a lot more strenuous than that, aren't you?
Yes. Tracking your food and beverages, and tracking your activity in minutes. Those are 3 requirements, as well as weighing in.
Weighing in once a week.
Yes.
Oh, really? Will folks weigh in at the meetings? How often are the meetings going to be?
The meetings are once a week.
Okay.
For the first 6 months, for the first 4 months, it's once a week. And then for months 4 through 6, it's every other week.
Okay.
And then months 7 through 12, it's once a month.
And, you guys have been doing, the PT2 is new, but you have been teaching diabetes education now for quite some time, I guess. Right? I mean, this is not new at all.
Well, we actually
just this program is
this
different.
Program is very new. Since December, our team kind of encompassed the diabetes education program. So Waynette is our diabetic educator right now.
Okay, has Waynette, the point I'm getting to is, have you, over the months that you've been doing this, now 4 or 5 months in, have you seen changes in the patients?
Yes, we actually did a pilot program with some patients who are already diabetic and did health coaching after we originally got certified. And we ran that for 6 months and worked with the patients, and the patients did see A1Cs drop. They did see weight drop. They did see inches. Yes, we had a lot of success with the health coaching.
We actually had a patient that grew 2 inches.
Yes, because she's
wait a second. I'm confused. How did that happen?
When she started, she was kind of hunched over a little bit. She just didn't feel well, and by just doing these exercises, and because the pilot program was an exercise pilot, so
in addition to walking, they're just stretching.
It was actually chair exercises.
Oh, really?
Yes, and then also the encouragement and one-on-one coaching that went along with it. But she stood up taller, so
prouder.
She grew 2 inches.
Well, here I am leaning on the table when I should be sitting like this. A hypothetical guy needs that kind of coaching. What's one of the easiest? Now, folks like to start with the easy things, don't they? What's one of the easiest things a person can do to make themselves less apt to come down with diabetes?
Sugar sweetened beverages.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
First thing.
First thing.
Just drop the sugar sweet. Even this says naturally healthy. It's, if it says, say you're drinking apple juice or something, I guess you want to make sure that they haven't sweetened it with sugar.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
First thing.
First thing.
How about peanut butter?
It's high in calories.
Yeah.
And I mean it's a good protein. But
it's good protein. I was wondering, you were talking about carbs earlier, and I didn't know where the carbs would come in.
Bread, pasta, noodles.
Yeah.
So okay, all right.
Potatoes.
You've got this guy. You've got a hypothetical guy dropping the Coca-Cola. Diet Coke's really not that much better for a person, really, either, right?
They say not.
They say not. Yeah. Even though that's the crazy thing. The CDC's in Atlanta. You would think Coca-Cola would be all over down there. But okay, you get rid of your Coca-Cola, get rid of your Pepsi-Cola, and actually, that's smart for anybody,
right?
And for your teeth and for your for health, general health, but doggone it, your kid, whenever you're walking through the grocery store, your child is just screaming, I want the popsicle there, the Crush, right?
Right.
At some point, does it make it easier just to shut them up?
Am I talking as a parent or
either one? Either one.
If you look at food labels and learning to read food labels, it's overwhelming.
Really?
To look
sugar.
At those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at like your total carb, not even any further down than that, just the total carb. If you think that, so a person who has diabetes, if they are allowed 40 to 65 grams of carbs per meal. Okay. So then you look at, for instance, a box of toaster pastries or something.
Pop-Tarts. Here we got Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
You're going to pop in. They come two to a pack.
Right. So you have to watch your serving size.
You have to eat 2, right? Is that right? There's 2 in the bag.
That's
how many would you find in something like that?
Golly, I want to say that just one of those is more than your total carb allowance for that
the meal.
Meal.
Yeah, that's a buzzkill, man. Of course, that's that. But that's the thing. There are things that folks are putting in their bodies that just shouldn't be doing.
Right. Yeah. So is an occasional Pop-Tart going to be, the end all? No. But having that every single day.
That's what causes the problem. That's
the
what
key.
causes the problem. That's big. That's good tips. We're talking here with Jen Henson and Mindy Laslie. They're from the Clay County Hospital. They are care coordinators. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and we'll be back with more with these ladies when we return after these words. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guests here are Jen Henson. She is an RN and care coordination specialist, along with Mindy. I called you Misty twice now, Mindy.
That's okay.
It's because I can't read my own writing. It's because hypothetical guy's got pre-diabetes and can't see. It's not that bad. No, that's not right. Mindy Laslie here at RN. Also, both these ladies with the Clay County Hospital. And ladies, I tell you what, we've been talking about the new PT2 coordination, or the program coming up, but there's the other program is continuing on, isn't it? The other diabetes support meeting, right?
Yes, we have a diabetes support group. It's the last Wednesday of the month at 4:00 in the conference room at the hospital. It's free. You don't have to have diabetes to attend. I mean, if you have a loved one or you're interested in some information.
Is it okay if I say a doctor, or say if I'm somebody who doctors with somebody in Mount Vernon or Salem or the other way, Albany,
right?
But I live in Flora. It's okay to go to this meeting too.
Absolutely.
This isn't something. Is this and as a support group meeting? Is it free?
It's free. It's the support group. The monthly support group is completely free. There are different topics every month. This month is Diabingo. Diabingo.
Really?
So it's like a kind of a trivia education type of it's going to be really fun. It's it's actually this month Waynette is calling it Laugh and Learn.
Okay.
So
I like that. This will be 4:00 the last Wednesday of the month. Today's the 8th, tomorrow's the 9th. So that puts the last Wednesday, the 31st, right? 30th.
Yeah.
30th. Last Wednesday of the month.
So, and it is for everyone.
Oh, really?
Yes, anybody can come.
Now, that's the other thing we were talking a little bit about, and I asked you about the preponderance of diabetes information in society. Are you finding that folks have just, whenever they see the word now, they shut their brain off?
Yes,
to an extent?
I think they do. I mean, it's like that with diabetes. It's kind of like that with a lot of...
With any health condition.
With any health condition.
Try to pretend it isn't there.
Yeah.
Pretend that it's not going to happen.
Or get numb. You hear the word so often that you just are numb to it, or you think, oh, it's just diabetes.
Yeah.
You know, we've heard that.
It's something. Well, that's the other thing. You folks see the stories on television or see the information out there about it and think, well, this is something that they're going to be able to cure immediately because they talk about it all the time, right?
Right. But it's going to be so much easier for a person to prevent it,
really?
Or even if, or prolong their, where they wouldn't end up with diabetes so young.
That's another thing folks don't think about. You don't think about when you're 30 years old and you're having that fourth piece of pizza that may not be helping you down the road, right?
Exactly.
Or that second 2 liter as you pop the second 2 liter of Coca-Cola. I keep picking on Coca-Cola. I could just as easily say Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper. Mountain Dew is a killer anyway. But you're the mix of stuff. What other programs? What other things can folks help themselves with? Just walking? I mean, is walking enough, or do you need a bigger exercise program than that?
If you're currently sedentary and you're not active, you're active less than 3 times a week, walking is a good place to start.
Just start.
Just start doing something.
Yeah.
Get active. Do some kind of dance while you're doing dishes.
That makes sense. And that's easy to do.
Right.
Just turn the music on,
right,
and do some kind of just boogie while you're washing. I like the thought of that. That makes a lot of sense because a lot of folks, they don't want to go. What is the definition of sedentary then?
Active less than 3 times a week, or you spend most of your time sitting.
All right, when you define active less than 2-3 times a week, let's talk about how long you have to walk to be not considered sedentary. I'm just wondering. A hypothetical guy was walking his dogs. Okay, so you walk your dogs maybe a half an hour a day, you're probably going to be okay. Right? Half an hour, how long do I have to walk to consider myself doing something?
They recommend that you have 150 minutes a week of physical activity. And they have what they call the whisper test.
Doing the math in my head. What's the whisper test?
The whisper or the talking test is when you are doing something physically active, you should be able to talk.
Okay.
But you shouldn't be able to carry on a full conversation. It should be a little bit of an exertion on your part to be considered physically active.
Well, ladies, I've been getting up and going over there and just walking across the room and coming back here going, because of the technical issues, which were my own fault anyway. So sorry about that. But so what? That's the thing. The easiest thing in the world to do is get up and walk around, right?
Get up and move. Get up and do
Do
something.
folks use those Fitbits? Are those helpful to this kind of thing?
They are.
People set goals for like 10,000 steps a day
Yes.
or something.
Yes.
If I get to that, I'm probably going to be doing okay, right?
That's the goal.
That
That's
is
the
the goal.
standard if you
Right.
get
Is
to
that
that.
right?
But that doesn't mean that you should stop at the standard. That means you should continue to try to increase your goal.
What if you're not getting to the standard?
Well, then you need just setting your goal. So
Right.
that's what the whole point is, to set what your goal is, and then you
Individually.
yes, and then you keep working from there.
If folks want more information, what do they need to do?
Give
Get a
us
hold
a
of
call.
you? Or
Yes, yeah.
What's your phone number?
618-662-2131. Also, on our website, claycountyhospital.org, there is a risk test.
Oh, okay.
And it's the banner is the PT2 banner. If you click on that, it'll take you to where you can link the risk test to see if you're a high risk for.
Well, that's amazing numbers to me when you say 1 out of every 3 or 4 people in the United States. How many of those people know?
Maybe 9 out of 10 people who have prediabetes
Are not aware of
are
it.
not even aware they have it. So
That's just, it's frightening, isn't it?
it is. It really
It's
is.
alarming.
Well, I tell you what, Jen, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I
Thanks for having us.
hope you'll come back later when I won't screw things up.
Okay.
How does that work? Thanks, Mindy. I appreciate you guys coming on. That's Jen Henson and Mindy Laslie from Clay County Hospital. They've taught us a lot today. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Talk to you real soon.